I'm going to be jumping around a little bit. As most of you know, I've been reading from my memoir for the last year. And the journey through your past is not an easy thing. So I brought a few pieces to read, and I'm going to jump through them because I'm not quite ready to bare my soul too much. I've done it in the writing, but so I'm going to jump around. Bear with me. It just does me good to read some of this. The second part of the memoir, Call to the Woods. The journey continues for the warrior wannabe into the second part of my life. The Call to the Woods is about the life from the time I came back from Vietnam at the age of 20 until I turned 50. The woods saved my life, beat the hell out of me, and shaped my being. There isn't much humor in this section, although there are many good times remembered. PTSD can hide in the rafters of your life and be as unseen as a ghost, yet drag you through hell's fire pits. Most of the stories of working for the Hennessy's, for Hammermill, for Parton, and myself came out fairly easy. I was very lucky to have worked in the woods during a time when there was at least a glimpse of the old days of logging, and it touched me deeply. The wild of the woods captured my very soul, I think. And this morning I was sitting there in front of the fireplace, trying to add a little bit to it, and this come through my mind. I believe we all like to be alone, at least to some degree. I had a counselor tell me years ago, trying to figure my shit out, that I like to be alone. The reason I train so much at night and like to be out there. So maybe she was smarter than I thought. I sat in the darkness of my living room early in the morning with only the flickering light from the fireplace bouncing around the room. I have been a morning person most of my life, since the days in the military, when sleep was a luxury. The fear of the drill sergeant forcing your senses to stay one step ahead. Later on, the weight of responsibility, never allowing you to get very deep into your slumber. I was an assistant platoon sergeant at the age of 19 in a war zone. It was my job not to sleep. Maybe a little late nap at night. I had 22 men I had to throw out of the sack. Your body gets used to functioning on the edge. Many can't handle sleep deprivation. Some of us can. Years later, working 2 full-time jobs, never wanting to be late, heading to a log yard in Sunbright, Tennessee, north of the prison that held James Earl Ray, leaving home at 3 a.m., be at the log yard at 6 before anyone came by. Walked in the hills of the cold country tar paper shack region. Be back at Reed Gym at 5 p.m. Work out, sometimes bike or ride up Cane Creek and down Worry Hut, sleep a few hours and drive on. It's a little sketchy, but trying to tell my story in a memoir, my thoughts. So thank you for listening to that.